So they did another test, which is a motivations test.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of these where you have to answer 100 questions, and they're always dilemmas between two drivers.
Yeah.
And they push you until you actually have answered enough for them to be able to prioritize the 10 drivers. And I forget what they are, but they were like, how much money you make, how much you will earn, how much power you will have, how much you will like your team, how much risk you will have or not have, etc. How much recognition will you have? Mm-hmm. And that was maybe the most interesting thing from my whole MBA.
Yeah.
And so I just remember by this time, we knew each other very well. So I'm sitting next to Lisa, a woman from Taiwan, married to one of these oligarchs from Taiwan, super rich. And another is Victor, who's a Russian finance banker guy, black leather jackets, big muscles. Lisa sits there with, her, I don't know how many carat earrings, etc. And so we look at each other's answers. And my answers come out, I'm really high. I knew that I wasn't driven by money. But I was pretty sure I was driven by recognition. I like to be seen. I like to be thought of as clever, etc. But actually, the thing that came out highest on my list was impact. I like to have the power to change things. I was surprised. And so I was looking at my answer, and then I was looking at Lisa's, and then I was looking at Victor's. And so Lisa was looking at mine, and she was saying, actually, Victor was speaking first, and he was saying, guys, I think you're lying. Nobody goes to this school. It's a very expensive school. Nobody goes to this school unless they want to maximize their future revenue. We are all in it for the money, So you just don't like the way it sounds, so you're calling it something else. And then Lisa is looking at my answers, and she's saying, no, I think you guys are actually not being honest. Because nobody goes to this school for any other long-term reason than to minimize the risk in our lives. So, I think that's why we're all here. And so it made me realize, first of all, that my drivers are something other than money, which was a really important thing to remember later on in life when choosing jobs.
Helped you as well take decision on moving back to Norway as well.
Yeah. I could have stayed in Silicon Valley and, been one of the first 20 employees in Google, but it wouldn't make me a happy person. Except that happened before INSEAD, so it made me understand the decision that I made. But the fact that, I crave power more than recognition is also an interesting one. You could say, well, you should become a politician. I don't think I would be a good politician because I'm too direct, and I don't know how to play the media game. But I like to be in boards. I like to be in committees. I like to be the person behind the curtain that can think a strategy and help somebody execute, who likes to be a better leader, who likes to be the person in charge. And it made me also realize that people have so different drivers that we don't even believe the other person, our friend, who says that, well, I don't care about that. We say, no, you just don't know what you're saying. And so to you as a psychologist, I guess you see this often. But my point is that people have different needs in their lives. Societies have different needs in their lives. And you can't expect an AI to help you optimize that thing in a way that you can do it yourself if you're honest with yourself.